Fenway Park here in Boston. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Lefty Grove is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
This ought to be interesting to see how this guy bounces back from last year when he had an ERA over 4. I know his team is expecting better things from him this year, and we'll see if he can continue to get a little bit better, limit the number of walks, and also limit the number of hits per 9 innings.
So now into the box is Brian Roberts, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And after a very chilly early morning, the temperatures thawed out a bit to 48 degrees here at game time. And a fastball is swung on and missed, and there is your first out of the contest.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Stepping in now, Nick Markakis. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
To the plate now, Eddie Murray, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. First shot for him here with a runner at first now and 1 away. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
And set up working the plate is Larry Bullard, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Hey, behind the dish, D-Row, Larry Bullard. Pretty standard guy, works it. The only problem, I think, at times, hitters have a little bit difficult time. He'll give a little bit on that inside corner and outside corner. Not very consistent.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
Use the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Markakis, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
In now, Cal Ripken, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And a fastball in there for a strike, 1-1.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
He's looking pretty passive here, hitting with a chance to drive in a run. Gonna have to make something happen with 2 strikes now.
Here comes the 1-2. It's a fastball down below the knees.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Fastball well outside.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Orioles lead 1, 0. Sox coming to the plate. You're watching Major League Baseball on this show. John Means will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the bases. Cut the walks down and try to limit the hits per 9 innings pitched.
Wade Boggs is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. Well, guys, these Orioles entering play today. They started the season out on the wrong foot, dropping one on the road on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, they need to grab this one today. You don't want to drop the first 2 games of the season. I don't care if it's on the road. I know you're going to have to battle, play well at home. You can't afford to get on the team bus back to the hotel 0-2.
Outside, 3-0 now. Xander Bogaerts waits on deck. Here it is, the 3-0. And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ballgame.
Batting second, the shortstop.
Next up for the Red Sox, Xander Bogaerts. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's had success, 6 for 14. 2 of those hits were for home runs. First pitch on its way. Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Runners on the move for second. This one's down to third. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. With that, here's how the hometown Red Sox line up in this one. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
Well, Matty, you walk into this yard today and it's nothing but a hitter's park. But that can work against you at times. You have to stay within yourself. You can't just be turning and burning on everything. Stay within the game plan and know that a mistake doubles leaving this yard.
Standing in now, Jimmy Fox. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 1-0 count. Here it is. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
2-0 count, and the pitch. 2-1 to count. From the stretch.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Some guys take a little time to find the zone, but with the second walk in the first inning, it might be a little more than just settling in here. Not sure how long of a leash they'll give him, but they're not going to let him walk the world out there.
So now here is David Ortiz looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. First pitch coming. Here it is. Bottom part of the zone, and the slider is in there for a called strike.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
Set to deliver the 0-1.
This looks like it could be a rough one. He can't throw a strike, and it's only the first inning. I'm not sure he's going to be around here very long.
Bonds on second. Fox is over at first with one away. Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1-2.
Hey, I can't have one of my best left-handed power bats fishing for balls off the plate.
Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. Hit sharply toward the right side, and that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. Now a long throw home, and not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here's J.D. Martinez as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. A tag for one. Over to second now, and they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Red Sox settle for just the one. Second inning set to go, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Brooks Robinson. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Nope,
and a
that's
fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Pitch on the way. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. Slow roller down the third baseline. But this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Count is full. Here's the pitch. Here's Bogarts, the young shortstop. Scooped up on the first, and there's one gone here to start the second.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus on the guy behind the dish tonight, Christian Vasquez. Lock in on this guy. Some say he looks like a young Pudge Rodriguez in his prime. The bat's coming, but the way he massages this pitching staff should be your focus.
That'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Red Sox on top in the early going, 1-0 as we play the second. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
So here's Trey Mancini. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. A windup and the 0-1. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. At the plate now is Hunter Renfroe,
leading
set
off
to lead off the
Red
home
Sox.
half of the second.
The right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Here it comes, 0-2. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Means has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away.
Hey, that's just a great mix of pitches right there, and that's what this guy's going to do if he's going to keep this team off balance.
0-1 count and the pitch.
Inside ball.
Takes a big swing here, but this winds up a little tapper to the left of the mound. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Batting it, the second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
Striding in for Boston, Kike Hernandez. His prior history versus this arm, he's 1 for 3. First offering on its way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle.
When you're hitting at the bottom of the order, you better be keyhole in the middle of the plate. You cannot allow pitches like that to go by.
Good curveball that time in the low 80s, 0-2.
I get it. He wants to see this guy's repertoire, but now he's behind in the count. Puts himself in a tough spot to hit.
Hernandez behind the ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone. And from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. Kicks and deals. 0-1 delivery.
Ball, that's out.
Hernandez, the runner at first with 2 gone. And he misses 2-1. And he fouls this one off. Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. Now another 2-2. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this is a fair ball as it'll head toward the pesky pole in right. The relay. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Red Sox lead 1. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. So now to the plate, Cedric Mullins.
Number 31.
As he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
The 1-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already. And there's 1 gone in the inning. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Yadi Molina digging in now. Fly ball right down the line in left. Martinez is over to his right, and he puts this one away for out number 2.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Brian Roberts.
Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Brian Roberts. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Tries to go the other way as this is hit in the air down the right field line. He'll get it into second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
At the plate, Nick Markakis. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. The 1-0. Ground ball right side. Reined in. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. 2-out double left stranded. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go as the third baseman, Wade Boggs.
The third baseman, Wade Boggs.
First delivery to him. Swing and a line drive. And that's out number 1.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Stepping in once again is Xander Bogaerts. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Fouled off. Ready on 1 and 2. Skied down the left field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Again, a 1-2.
I got the count. 2 and 2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Misses this one inside, and that'll run things full. 3 and 2.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that once, and now we go full count.
3-2 pitch. Hit back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get it out on the play.
First baseman, number 3.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Jimmy Fox stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. Bogaerts leads off first with 1 away. In the dirt here. Good job keeping it close as the count goes to 1-1. Bogaerts takes off. In there. Now the throw. And it'll be right on the bag as Molina nails him trying to swipe second.
Well, I'm not sure if he was going on his own or if that came from the dugout, but either way, he didn't give himself much of a chance with the lead he took. A bigger lead, and maybe he's in there safely.
Here comes the 1-2.
Ball 2. 2-2 now. We got a full count.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
2 out, nobody on. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, look at the dive. Oh, but the feed to the pitcher is wild, and the inning will continue. Fortunately, the catcher's there to back things up.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Up to the plate now is David Ortiz, and it's fouled away. He collected a base hit his first time up. And it's quickly 0-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. 1 left for the Red Sox, but they lead it 1-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Eddie Murray. Now here it comes. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Renfroe has it, and it's a quick out number 1.
The batter, number 8, Cal Ripken Jr.
In now for the O's, Cal Ripken. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And now the first pitch. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error thus far for Baltimore. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Into the box now, Brooks Robinson. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner.
Well, that's demoralizing right there. Nice job by the offensive player getting the head out. That's got to upset you, thinking that ball might have went foul.
But you know what, you hear it all the time that the game, baseball is a game of inches. 1 inch one way or the other could have been the difference between a foul ball and a base hit right over the third base bag.
To the plate now, Ryan Mountcastle. 1-0 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss, 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Here comes the 1-2. Drilled right back up the middle. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. But they'll still manage to get the out on the force, and with that fine play, the inning comes to an end. Tough play, but he handled it beautifully at second base to finish the frame. More from Boston after this. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Wackney with a report.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And in to bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 delivery. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. And there's one down now.
Now batting, the right fielder, Hunter Renfroe.
Next, it'll be Hunter Renfroe. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat. And now the first pitch.
Hey.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
On 0-2, you'll sometimes get a guy to chase a fastball out of the zone away or up, but when it's way down like that, it's much easier to lay off because you can tell the ball is moving further away from eye level as it comes in.
The center fielder, number 24, Dwight Evans.
So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox 4th, and that brings up Dwight Evans. Here's the first pitch to him.
That's out.
Line drive to center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese, middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
At the plate now, Kike Hernandez.
1-0.
As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He was plunked with a pitch in his first trip to the plate. One-0 count. Here it is. A ball and a strike.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Oh, and this one ran in and got him. And that's twice now he's been hit in this one.
And this guy loves to
Now
throw the
batting,
slider,
catcher,
and it's a very effective pitch for him. But here's the flip side of that coin. He starts this one too far inside and plunks the hitter.
Stepping in now, Christian Vasquez.
Ball 1,
As the
no
first
strike.
pitch here has been high, it's ball 1. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. One and 0. Here it is. High in the air down the right field line. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Boston strands a couple, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Orioles offense with their manager between innings, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. First pitch on the way. Trey Mancini is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one. Strike two as the fastball is let go. That misses 1-2. Fouled away.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Strike three on a pitch in the dirt. Up with it, Vasquez. The throw to first is in time, one down. So next to hit is Cedric Mullins, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Vasquez will wait on it, and there's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Yadier Molina.
So here's Yadi Molina now with two gone and the base is empty. First pitch of the AB now.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
One ball, one
and
strike.
A fastball way off target here, and it's even at one. And he'll come back with one in the third as the count moves to 2-1 now. Oh, not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
The 3-1. And he takes ball four. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Well, these guys have had a hard time making contact all game long, racking up a bunch of Ks. So that's their first walk of the game. We'll see if that gets them going a bit.
Runner at first with two gone, and that means Brian Roberts will dig in now. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Two out with the man at first. Fouled off. Working for the punch out and the offering.
Oh, that's it.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. One left for the Orioles. They still trail 1-0. The Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Wade Boggs, who grounded out last time up.
Wade Boggs.
Now the first pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Counts even 2-2 to Boggs.
Well, two straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far on this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
The first baseman, number 3, Jimmy Fox.
Digging in next, Jimmy Fox comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And now the first pitch.
Ball inside.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
Now the 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting by your 3-hole guy right there. First 2 guys, not so much. Now they bring up the monster in the 4-hole with 2 outs. They have a chance to make a nice inning out of this.
Standing in now, David Ortiz, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 delivery. Fox leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Now this is popped up, but Molina should have room behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Red Sox leave 1, but they're up 1-0. Leading off the inning, it'll be Nick Markakis, and they could use a spark from him here. Now here's the first offering.
Ball that time.
The 1-0 delivery.
2 balls, no strike. Yeah.
And he misses again, ball 3.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Left side, but well foul. 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Murray.
Into the box, Eddie Murray. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. One to the potent switch-hitting bat of Eddie Murray.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Seared down the first baseline. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
At the plate, Cal Ripken. As he'll take a forkball here that drops in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 0-1.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
2 out, nobody on. Ball 1, well below the zone. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They're down 1-0. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
The left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
Now here's the first offering.
Ball 1.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And it's fouled away. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch.
Ball.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. Love to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
That's ball 3.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Skied into straightaway right. Markakis is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The right fielder, number 13, Hunter Renfroe.
Next, it'll be Hunter Renfroe. No hits to this point. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And this one runs up high. Ball one. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. And he just misses inside with the fastball there. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batting, center fielder, Dwight Evans.
Now to bat, Dwight Evans singled last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. They lead it 1-0. Ready now for Baltimore. Brooks Robinson. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
And now the first pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Now a ball rolled softly to second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Ryan Mountcastle.
1 gone now in the Baltimore 7th, and that'll bring up Ryan Mountcastle. First pitch on the way.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
The 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Swing and a ball pulled hard down the line and left. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 3-10 sign on the monster. And there's your tying run at second base with a 1-out double.
Now batting,
Finally, a little something for them to get excited about.
Yeah, a rally can begin with a single swing of the bat, and this might be their chance right here. They've struggled to produce a lot of runs, but There he is at second base. A shot to the outfield scores him. Then who knows what kind of role they can get on. Got to take it one good at-bat at a time.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all four corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
0-2, here it comes. One out and a runner on second base. Not close with the off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Two balls and two strikes to Mancini now. Here now the 2-2. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. And that one yanked just foul. The 2-2. To the right side and through, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly now, so that tying run will be forced to hold on at third here, still with only one away. As we take a look at his numbers, a couple of things jump out at you.
Definitely, Matt. He's been throwing it by guys the entire game, but that leads to some high pitch counts, and that's the case here. After that hit, you have to wonder if he's starting to get a little bit fatigued.
Yeah, and in today's game, everyone seems to want to err on the side of caution in terms of pitch counts. Set. Here it comes. Cedric Mullins is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0.
Well, the O's have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now would be a great time for that.
And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And he watches this one in there for a high strike.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up, but you're sitting in one spot, and he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Hit sharply on the ground. And it's a base hit as they finally break through here to tie the ball game at 1.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And not in time as the second run scores.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, D-Row. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
Comes the Red Sox manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to make a move as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game.
Darwin's and
executive
Hernandez.
Comes on to pitch here with one man gone in the top of the
Number
seventh.
63, Darwinson. Hernandez.
Brian Roberts, the next batter. This will take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
Looking to drop one down, but he can't make contact. 1-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his fifth strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
So now to the plate, Nick Markakis. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
A ball and 2 strikes.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
Strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. They'll get up and stretch here at Fenway. The O's lead this thing 3-1. Tyler Wells will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 68, Tyler Wells.
Now in the box, Kike Hernandez. Hit by a pitch last time, perhaps looking for a little payback.
Always a tall task trying to rally back in the late innings, but I think this game could still turn quickly. A leadoff runner on base right here could be huge to get something going.
Now here's the first offering. And he lays off there, 1-0. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun.
Someone on this offense needs to take it upon themselves to have a quality AB and start the line moving again.
Little chopper back to the mound. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Christian.
One man is out in the Red Sox 7th, and from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey! 0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here he comes again, 1-2.
Nope, outside.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
The 2-2. It's the top of the zone. He struck him out looking.
The batter, the third baseman.
Here's the Hall of Famer Wade Boggs. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. First pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. Ryan Brazier has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 70, Ryan Brazier.
Eddie Murray will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Eddie Murray.
And now pitch on the way. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
The 0-1 pitch. Too much tilt on that breaking ball as it misses low. Changes up on him, and that's in the dirt for a ball. The 2-1. Sent out to straightaway center field. Evans has it, and there's one away.
Up next for the Orioles, the shortstop, Cal Ripken Jr.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Cal Ripken, 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. And now the first pitch. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0. And some action now in the Boston bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. Ripken in front, 2 balls and no strikes.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it's a foul ball.
His heart sank right there when that ball met the bat, but just had him out front just enough to give him another shot at potentially putting him away.
Grounded back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Now at the plate, Brooks Robinson grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
And Robinson behind 0-2 now.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat. One and 2, here it comes.
Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
To the plate now, Ryan Mountcastle. And he'll take a look at ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 1-0 home. 1-1 to count. From the belt, kicks and deals. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Ripken over at second. Robinson at first, one gone. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Sent toward first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base, and they're loaded with one away.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Stepping in now, Trey Mancini. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Renfroe has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And there will be no advance here. It's a wasted opportunity as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Next, here is Cedric Mullins. His career numbers in this matchup. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Trying to keep the deficit right where it is, the pitch.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
This is hit to third. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Orioles leave him loaded, and the lead remains 3-1. Cole Sulser is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season.
Cole Sulser.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
Xander Bogaerts.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Smart to lay off there as the fastball misses. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he
3.
struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
Standing in now, Jimmy Fox, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Hit hard on the ground towards second, And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. In now, David Ortiz, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
These are the moments that don't always show up on the highlight film right here. Big spot. They have a chance right here. This guy mixes in a knock. They have a chance to get right back in this game. If not, if he grounds into a double play, it's pretty much over.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. A ball that's tarrying. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, J.D. Martinez.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the dangerous bat of J.D. Martinez. He's set and the pitch.
Ball.
The 1-0. Swing and a high fly ball out to left field. Mancini moving back, and it bangs off the monster. In to score is the runner from first. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Next to hit is Hunter Renfroe. It's been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Oh, he just blows the fastball by him for strike one.
Hey, that's a huge set-the-tone pitch right there. To a great hitter, you do not want to fall behind 1-0 and have him sitting all over a fastball or guessing what you throw next. You get ahead 0-1, and now the count's in your favor, and you and your catcher can start doing some things.
That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Payoff pitch on its way. He struck him out, and the tying run will be left stranded at second base. A big-time strikeout and some raw emotion as he gets out of the jam. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local station.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Brandon Workman enters from the pen to start the ninth inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth. All set to start the ninth in this one. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. And now the first pitch. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Hey!
That's in there. And he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. A ball and 2 strikes to the Baltimore backstop now. Now the 1-2 coming to Molina. Swing and a liner. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Brian Roberts. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
2-0 now. Here it comes. Lifted in the air to center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
The right fielder, number 21, Nick Markakis.
Next to hit, Nick Markakis. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. Now it's 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
And there's the first strike, 2-1.
I'm sure every pitcher on the staff could use an extra run right here. I know the bases are empty and there's 2 outs, but stay on the attack. Get a guy on first base. You never know. You get something going and string a few across.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles, but they still lead it 3-2. Paul Fry comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 51, Paul Fry.
All set for the bottom of the 9th. And that'll bring up the outfielder, Dwight Evans.
The center fielder, Dwight Evans.
First offering on its way. This is skied into short left center. In comes the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The batter, number 5, second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
And stepping in, Kike Hernandez. He bounced out last time up. First delivery to him. A little party there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
Ready with the 0-1.
Outside, that's the ball.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Pitch on the way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Red Sox down to their final out now. And from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Christian Vasquez. First pitch coming. Here it is. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. And that misses 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Fans on their feet in a one-run ball game in the last of the ninth. Last strike now for the Red Sox. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Swing and a liner. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over. A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Orioles used a three-run seventh to help propel them to the win. John Means gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Lefty Grove takes the loss despite striking out 11 batters. Paul Fry closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Orioles, 3 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Red Sox, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 53 minutes. Our Fenway Park paid attendance this afternoon, 37,755. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely.